help do it. But
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a lot for one person to be shifting, to be honest. But anyway.
Okay, so do we want to make a decision, or are we happy to go with the cheapest option in this particular scenario?
We've always been happy with compost centre in the past, so I've no reason to
So
change.
we'll all agree that then. So next, so 6C is to receive and consider the creation of a staffing committee and to include the selection of members and terms of reference. So you should all have had the draft terms of reference. So I will propose that we go ahead with a committee, because it will help facilitate obviously our pressing need to replace Leslie, and I think that will help with that. So I'll propose it. Do I have a seconder?
Yeah.
Andrew. So the draft terms of reference are essentially based on model types of terms of reference.
Mm-hmm.
We can obviously change them if needed, but is there anything that jumps out at anybody?
No, nothing else.
No, it's all pretty standard, I think. Is this published on the website? Yeah, or will it be? And do you have people in mind that we're going to approach? Because it is, and may include non-councillor residents with relevant interest or expertise.
I don't think it. No, I think because it was staff in it, I'm not sure that it was, or has been published. It's for us to decide, and then obviously if we're happy to go ahead with it, then obviously it will be published.
Yeah, it shouldn't say staffing here in the agenda, should it? It should say Seal War Memorial Committee. Is that right?
No, this is.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're on the wrong one, I think, aren't you?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, C.
This one.
6C.
Oh,
So I think the things to look at are, so number 2 is how many councillors will it consist of? It can't consist of 5 because then that would just be the full council. So ideally having 4, and then with the quorum at 3, it kind of makes sense that if somebody isn't available, there'll still be a quorum. And then it is also chair and vice chair of Parish Council may or may not be an ex officio member. But I think given that we're such a small council, if there's 4 people or 4 councillors on it, then there's not much more we can do, is there?
No.
But it can give rise to being able to, because the meetings, generally the staffing meetings will be, won't be public, they still have to be advertised in the same way, 3 clear days to do it, but it just might be an easier way of organising how we get the staffing issue sorted. So, yeah, any comments on terms of reference?
That's fine.
Can I just ask, is the clerk who will attend and minute the meeting?
The clerk has to.
Yes. Yeah.
All separate.
Yes. Yeah. It just didn't
2, the second one on number 2.
Yes, but didn't say it would be minuted, but that was all I was...
Oh, sorry, minuted, yes, yeah. So, so if we add into that, we'll so make sure that the clerk, so that they will be minuted.
Yeah.
But we can write that in. Yeah. So happy with the number of councillors? 4.
Does it say at the bottom that it could be 3 though, or
The quorum is
the
3.
meeting will be 3? So one could be absent.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that makes sense for it to be full, then, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. And whether or not, so the only other query there is the chair and vice chair may or may not be an ex officio member, but it's likely that probably one of us is going to be on it anyway, so we can probably take that out. I think I'd probably remove that from the terms of reference, and it'd just be whoever is puts their hand up for it. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we take a vote on that? So, all those in favour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the fact we've created it, who wants to be on it? So, I will propose myself to be on it.
Are we not discussing that later? I can't remember. Is it not on the...
No, it's to include the selection of members now.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm happy to be on it.
Yeah, me too. Did Lynn write in with an email and say she was happy to assist as well? Or am I just... Was that something else? Okay.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen one. Have you, Leslie? No.
Sorry, that may be something else.
Myself, Andrew.
I'll make it on the 4th. Happy to make it on the 4th, yes.
Well, they can be changed then. So, Ian. So we have 4 now. Then at least that means we can move forward with that. So agreed that myself, Nicola, Andrew, and Ian will be initial members.
If Lynn is interested going forward, then I don't mind backing out of that. But just from a time point of view,
you do have a lot of experience
would be...
HR.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah, I think that would be helpful. But it's your decision.
I'm just mindful of time. That's all.
Yeah.
Because it's going to have to be done fairly quickly.
Okay. So 6D. To receive and consider the changes needed to council meetings and operations to ensure transparency and openness. To discuss how these changes can be effectively communicated to the public with the goal of rebuilding trust between the council, its councillors and the community. This debate should also determine how these strategies will be documented and distributed. So I put together a draft statement. So I propose the motion as it stands currently. Do I have a seconder?
Yes.
So Nicola seconds. So would any of you like to say anything about the draft? Because it's here to, I think it's obviously here to acknowledge that things haven't been done right, either through the meetings or in the back office, basically. And I think that the first meeting where I became chairman, I stated that I wanted to put that right. And you understand it's going to be a frustrating process to get into the system, but I think ultimately it will it will help everyone go forward, and certainly from a point of view of the way in which councillors can understand the area in which they can operate in with the clerk when we have a new clerk starting, and the goal will be that we are super transparent, because I certainly don't have anything to hide, and I don't believe any of us have anything to hide. There's nothing to gain by being on the council. That, as I said last meeting, is going to take a few months, I'm sure. We need to get lots of policies sorted, and those aren't just going to happen overnight. And I think this is where once we have a new clerk, and that will help facilitate us pushing these policies forward and making sure then that it all becomes obvious what our internal workings are and how we can best look to promote both villages and promote, you know, what we can actually do, because I personally feel like we've stalled on that for a few months now. It's everything's kind of ground to a halt because we are putting our house in order, and that's set to change. So that's my view on putting together a statement that basically says that, you know, we have the best intentions to make these changes. They will take a little bit of time. And my point of view, I've said before, you know, from a training point of view, you know, we do need to, councillors do need to undertake training because it has now become an absolute minefield with the all of the policies and documents that come with being a councillor. So that's one thing that we should look to improve on. I'd say the one problem we have perhaps going forward is about how we budget this, because obviously our precept was set several months ago, wasn't it? So we don't have any more money forthcoming, but we'll just have to look at how we can find money in the budget to do that and all the other things we have to do. So, any comments on the statement?
Where will this statement appear for the residents to? I know it's on. I know where I've got it from, but we're talking about being transparent. Is this now going to be adopted and put somewhere?
If we agree to it,
yeah.
Then yes, it will be published on the website under the documents and downloads. It could be published in the news section, and obviously it can be sent out to the email list and those that subscribe to the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
If we so decide tonight. I think it's, you know, as I say, we've got nothing to hide. I'm afraid we have to change. We've got to change a lot of things to make us transparent and actually follow the rules. We've had the rules in place for a long time, but nobody's followed them.
I mean, there's no point in saying that none of that was done intentionally, was it? I mean, it needs to stick to the point for this particular document. No,
I think it is a fair point. None of us, it was a way in which the operation has cascaded down through the years.
I think it's a really good start from a statement point of view. I think it's it's a good statement. It maybe doesn't cover off everything or give a background, but nevertheless, it's a point in time statement. And I think, you know, if we're following through on these things, you know, everything's going to evolve a little bit, but there's going to be a lot more work to do under this new thing, regardless of whether it's paid by the clerk or whether councillors have to do it. I think as a point in time, it's a good statement to move forward from, and we can always evolve and update it if we need to, if it's not sufficient. And I would back showing it or posting it wherever it needs to be posted to ensure that everybody understands that statement exists.
Mhm. Nicola?
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
No comment.
Okay. So if we, so we'll include website, email list, WhatsApp group as a means of publicising it when it's sorted. Yeah. Okay. So vote in favour. All those in favour? Good. All for? Thank you. I've lost my agenda now. Thank you. Was that mine?
No, it's fine.
Okay, so 6E, to receive and consider minuting a correction. So this was up to me. At the council meeting the 17th of March, it was stated by Chairman that the council had not followed the financial regulations 2019. Those were the ones that were adopted at the time. In regard of acquiring the services of a solicitor for advice, as on agenda item number 21. Subsequent investigation suggests that the financial regulations of 2019 were followed by way of 11.1A2, which is for specialist services such as provided by legal professionals acting in disputes. So this is my proposal. Do I have a seconder?
Yeah.
Nicola, second. Oh, Ian, or Ian, second.
Doesn't matter.
So the reason for saying this is, despite our flaws, it was something that came up as a particular item that we, or actually the clerk had broken one of the financial regulations in regard to how much the clerk has delegated authority to spend. It does transpire that in situations of legal dispute, the clerk can spend more, basically. So we were, the clerk was within her right to spend that money under that, on that occasion. So my proposal is that it would just be minuted under this meeting that that there would be a correction that the regulations of that time weren't broken. Any comments on that?
Can I suggest maybe a corrigendum to the minutes of the 10th of March, so that when you read the 10th of March minutes, you see at the same time you've got the corrigendum saying that there was an error.
I don't
as
think
was stated.
I don't think we can do that because the minutes we've already discussed the minutes earlier, and the minutes were accurate for that meeting.
This is a separate corrigendum to add, I would suggest, to add at that point on the website, so you can see the minutes, the agenda, and the corrigendum suggest indicating that the
Okay.
that it's all in one place then, rather than
Yeah.
you read a set of minutes and you can see there's a corrigendum, rather than read a set of minutes and you don't know that was incorrect until you read the next set.
Mm-hmm. Is that something we can look at, Lizzie?
I can definitely look into
Yeah.
it.
So if I think it should be, if we agree it now, it should be minuted in these minutes, and as per Ian's suggestion, if we can do the corrigendum, then we will do that as well.
It doesn't change the minutes as agreed for the 10th of March.
Yeah. Okay. So
But they haven't
those
been
in
agreed.
favour?
You're correct, they
Sorry,
haven't
was
been
that?
agreed. Sorry, Leslie said the minutes haven't been agreed.
The minutes
Yeah.
haven't been agreed. You have to you're sending another draft to review again at the next meeting. Therefore, you are reviewing again, so they have not been agreed.
They've not been agreed, but we can't add that to them.
No, we discovered after the point.
Yeah.
After the point was
Okay.
raised, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think what I've suggested is
Is
still
there-
correct,
Yeah.
even,
though
even though the
adjusting
10th of March
minutes.
hasn't been agreed.
Yes, yeah, it's not adjusting the minutes.
No, it's not.
Okay. So, okay.
Was it the 17th of March and not the 10th of March?
17th.
So, all those in favour?
Yeah.
So that's all four. Okay. Is that yours?
Hang on, there's another one around.
So 6E, oh no,
Just
not
done.
6E, we've done 6E. 7. So to receive and consider an amendment to Standing Orders 25AI, and this is to allow all members permission to inspect council land, premises and property on behalf of the council, to report to the council as required. So this is my proposal, so I propose it. Do I have a seconder?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So this is about, in our standing orders, there is a section that says that no councillor can inspect council property. The problem we have, I mean, it's something that, to be honest, we've always done. We've always, all of us, taken interest in what needs to be done in the area. And I was just concerned that the standing order that says we can't inspect, well, because ultimately it really falls to the clerk to therefore have to inspect everything, or with or without a contract of some sort. So I think this allows us to inspect stuff as we see fit, and but report back to the clerk any findings, especially as we seem to have some problems with playground equipment and the like, don't we? So I think this just removes any issue with that particular standing order, so that we can do that.
Yeah, there's no way of working otherwise.
Yeah. So if we would agree it, we would need you to amend the standing order to that regard, and post the amended standing orders online.
Can I ask a quick question on that?
Yeah.
Just for my understanding. If the minutes of the 17th of March haven't been signed off yet, does that technically mean the standing orders haven't been signed off yet, although there's agreement?
No, they're all,
place.
as we agree it, then they become
They're agreed.
that going forward.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only the minutes that are separate to
Minutes
that.
No, okay, good stuff.
So all those in favour?
Yeah.
All four?
Yeah.
Okay, so then number 8 is to decide on a date for the annual parish meeting. So I'm not sure if has this been overlooked in the past?
It's already said.
It's already,
No, the annual general meeting.
that is the annual meeting.
That is the general general.
There should be a parish meeting as well.
You mean involving the whole community? Yeah. I can only ever remember that happening previously when well, it wasn't a parish meeting, it was the...
From my memory, there's never been a parish meeting. It's always been the annual parish council meeting preceding the May meeting.
Right.
As I read it, it's a statutory obligation to have a parish meeting. So it does depend how that's termed. So the AGM is certainly different to a parish meeting. So in May, we have a normal meeting and then an AGM, is that right?
The other way around.
Or the other way around, AGM
Yeah.
first, then a normal meeting, yeah.
Well, annual meeting, not an annual. It's just the annual meeting, not an annual general meeting as such.
Right.
Terminology, I know, but it's been the annual meeting, annual parish, the annual meeting.
Yeah, because the way I read it is that there are two separate meetings, and usually should be held on two separate.
Well, that's why you
Dates.
used to hold on the same day. You had one and the other, followed by the other. Yeah. So you have two separate sets of minutes. You hold the general meeting, well, the annual meeting, followed by
The May parish
main
meeting.
parish meeting. So you have two sets of minutes.
But the annual meeting, historically, the annual meeting has covered the previous year. First meeting after the annual meeting, you elect a chairman and a vice chairman and all the officers, other officers, and then move forward from there.
Okay, well, I'm a bit confused on that then. So I think
But I researched it this week, and I read that there is another annual parish meeting, because I queried it with you, didn't I?
yeah,
And I have read that there is another meeting that is more open to the public,
So what
But
format
that
would
is open
that
to
take?
the public anyway.
yeah.
but it's limited to the contributions to our. I mean, we probably do need to investigate it a bit more, but definitely it is another meeting.
So
Where
what
the
format
pub-
would that take though? Are you aware of that?
All I read was it's more led by the public.
Yeah, I think the chairman, if the chairman's available, then the chairman would attend. If not, it's vice chairman, and the clerk would attend. But it's then, so rather than it being a parish council meeting like it is tonight, where there's only a public participation session, I think a parish meeting is basically an open forum.
It's like a town hall.
Yeah. And obviously there wouldn't be any decisions made or proposals
No,
made.
it's just an
It's more about a
opportunity to
meeting.
listen to the public.
Yeah. Can we set a date for it now and then look at
Would you want
So-
to add
so-
it on to an ordinary meeting? It would make sense, really, wouldn't it?
well,
No, because it's a different
Just-
format. It
You're,
wouldn't
you're
work.
talking about two annual meetings now.
Yeah.
It appears to me.
yeah.
It wouldn't work as a general meeting because you just wouldn't coordinate. People want to talk. You just wouldn't.
The recommendation is that it's held on a totally separate night, so that then there's no confusion over the type of meeting.
I mean, summertime's not ideal, is it? Because I think we don't meet in August. Is it August? Which isn't a great month to have
traditionally
it,
we haven't.
because a lot of people will be away on holiday.
I think we have to hold it by the end of June.
Well, the 1st of June, according to this.
Is it 1st of June, is it?
March the 1st and June the 1st.
By the 1st of June. Gosh.
So if we're looking at May, then it could be
Have to be right. Well,
the 12th. We have the meeting on the 19th, the normal annual meeting on 19th, don't we?
Well, this one says
Yeah.
March
Yeah.
1st and June 30th. That's slightly
you'd
different
have to
dates
go
here.
right at the end. When's the bank holiday?
This says June 30th here, so let me just check the government legislation.
I thought I'd read end of June, but perhaps it was
I think it is end of June. Well, it says
because I was going to propose the 2nd of June, because then it's a couple of weeks after our annual meeting.
okay. Well, from the Local Government Act 1972, it says the 1st of June, and in some other references it says 30th. Double check it. I think it's the first, according to this.
Mm-hmm. Okay then.
We have to go for the last week in May then.
That's Maybank holiday.
Well, the
So
Monday, previous week, 23rd to 3rd.
Well, we can make it a Wednesday. It doesn't have to be a Monday, does it? It could be a Wednesday.
check availability on the days of the week that the seal or SANS rooms are available.
Mm.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, if we defer it, then we can't make a decision until our meeting on the 19th, and then that doesn't give a lot of notice, does it? I think we should book a date now,
Okay.
and then find out whether here or Seal Village Hall is available.
Well, we're here on a Thursday night now. Is it traditional that there's nothing else booked in here on Thursday?
Don't know.
So we'll go for the Thursday of that week then. I don't know about seal.
It was busy tonight.
It was busy tonight.
That's all I can say. It could have been a one-off.
It's either that or you leave it till next year and do it properly. When we're better up and running. But
I think it'd be.
A good.
Well, it's
well, I think it'd be a good idea.
It's
I think it'd be good to have.
statutory, so I think we have to do it, and I think going forward we're trying to do things
Oh, I totally agree. I'm just
properly. Yeah.
We'll go for the Thursday. Well, I propose the Thursday then, if
Thursday. So which Thursday? The
the last week in May.
20th of May,
29th.
29th.
Everyone happy with 29th?
Depends who's attending, doesn't it?
Oh, well, actually, yeah. Well, it's only me and you, isn't it? Really?
Well, I won't be here.
Well, anyone can attend. You're not there. Oh, no, you won't be here, will you?
Won't be here.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be under new clerk rules or locum. Well, if it's me or Nicola at the time, well, we can all attend, obviously.
yeah.
I'm going to have to double check because I'm not sure.
I definitely can't come.
Mm.
But you need to pick a date. You need to pick a date, and then.
Well, let's go with. If we're saying Thursday, then 29th of May. Okay. So, all agreed on that?
Yeah.
Have we
Yeah,
agreed?
yeah.
So agreed. So number 9 is so to consider the creation of a Seal War Memorial Working Group to determine number of group members and include selection of members of the council and members of the public as appropriate. So this is my proposal, so I propose it. Do I have a seconder?
Yeah.
Do I have a seconder? So the reason for this would be that to facilitate, as I said earlier, the process of adding this name to or 2 names to the memorial, to get that done. But I actually think it would be quite a good thing going forward, having some sort of working party that is able to, at least there's some group that if they see things amiss with the memorial, like there have been in the past where it's been damaged and that they can report to the council and or take just time to look at it and make sure that it's in a good condition, because it would be the War Memorial and the Memorial Garden. But I think it would also, working groups can involve members of the public. So I did consider that, obviously asking the Royal British Legion if they have anyone there that would like to come on board with it, because I know some of their members do do look after it as well.
Good idea.
Yeah. So it's really just to consider if that was something that we can go forward with.
And how would we advertise people's involvement of that? Just
Again, we can advertise that on the website, news channel, and WhatsApp.
and is there a max? Is there a group number you're looking for? Or?
No, I think it's good to be. In fact,
Okay.
because I only did terms of reference today, well, just to give you an idea of terms of reference. So it shows you. And again, I consider them fairly standard terms of reference. It's going to come up, I'm sure, in the next few years that we're going to have to do some more maintenance to the memorial, and having a working party in place, I'm sure, will help facilitate that.
Yeah.
But really, it's just at least there's a few more eyes focused on it to help ensure it it stays clean, tidy. Obviously, we have our maintenance man, but I think this will be helpful in addition to. I mean, the number of people on it is kind of determined by really how many people want to be involved with it. I'd put myself forward only because I've got all the paperwork on the for the planning application, but that doesn't stop anyone else being part of it or coming on board at any time in the future. I don't know whether any members of the public here would be open to being on a working group.
Yes.
So, Mr. Howard. Yeah. Any other
So
councils?
will that now go on the agenda, on a future agenda to be finalised?
No, I think we can finalise it tonight. If we say now how many members, so it could be if we want to have it can be one member of the council and 4 members of the public, or 3 members of the council and 3 members of the public. It's really more about having I think a group of people that are interested in looking out for the memorial.
Yeah.
It's been hit a few times now, hasn't it? As I can remember.
Yes.
And,
I don't think we need to put a maximum number, do we? We've got quorum with 3, so that's the
Yeah.
minimum. Then if we've got 20 people want to be involved, great.
Yeah.
Probably a bit difficult to manage, but
difficult to manage,
But-
but yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think we won't say no at the moment until we decide, or the group decides it's getting too many.
Yeah.
There's going to be natural wastage as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe we would then need at some point to confirm who that committee were, so the public know. So we would have to adopt that committee.
Well, it will,
at a-
as we set up. So these would all be published
Yeah.
on the website.
Yeah.
Excuse me. The
Meeting schedules and
yeah, I'd have to check GDPR. I'm sure everyone would be happy with having their name published as being part of the working group. Otherwise, if they're not, then we can still
if
say it
anybody's
consists
got
of.
any observations or queries, they can always come to the clerk anyway, which can then be passed to the group. But
Yeah.
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 It'd be great to get people from SEAL involved in it, obviously.
Yeah, well, I think anybody and everyone that takes an interest in it, I think it's an important asset for the community. I feel very strongly about it.
Yeah.
So, are we happy to
Yes.
agree on these as terms of reference? So it's myself and Mr. Howard at the moment then.
It's a good start, isn't it?
Yeah. But I will then speak to the Royal British Legion and ask them, and obviously we can put it, and we will advertise it to the public. Yeah. Good. So all in favour? All for? Thank you. So item number 10, date of the next council meeting. So that is the annual general meeting, which is on the 19th of May, and that's at Seal Village Hall at 7:30. Now, item number 11, so that's this is to resolve to exclude members of the press and public due to the nature of the business to be transacted at the agenda below, being prejudicial to the public interest. This is due to the public bodies and omissions to the Meetings Act 1960 and Standard Orders 3D, required in order to discuss confidential items regarding the clerk and the responsible financial officer vacancy. So I will propose that motion. Do I have a seconder?
Yes.
Nick, Lorraine? All those in favour? Unanimous? So thank you very much, everybody. I shall have to ask you to leave now. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.